The moment has come where we're finally taking on the Florida Adventure Trail again. The team has been planning for months getting their rigs ready. This trip is about reconnecting with old friends, creating lasting memories, and building a tradition that we can look forward to every year. The adventures give us a chance to bond, unplug, and explore new places together, strengthening our friendships while enjoying the adventure of a lifetime. This is our group, mostly childhood friends. Johnny's riding his Jeep Wrangler JK. Anand, Carlos, and Joe, they're passenger princesses. Daryl is riding his Dodge Ram Sport 4x4. Chris is riding a Tacoma. Sace is riding a Pathfinder. Josh is riding a Jeep Wrangler JL. And I'm riding a 3rd Gen 4Runner. Everyone has a few hours drive. Omar and myself will be driving from Atlanta, and the rest of the guys will be driving from Fort Lauderdale, where we'll all meet at Alexander Springs Campground. The guys were excited and wasted no time cooking, setting up their tents, and getting ready for what's to come.
It's like if Chris worked on it.
Chris made sure that he was protected from mosquitoes. Anand was the chef for the night. He cooks really good. He made sure that everyone had enough to eat. What's a campsite without a hookah? Chris made sure that we had the right things to have a good time.
Hey, can I break?
The food was finally ready and everyone had dinner together.
Yeah, when we're coming in, one of the streets on the
After dinner, Anand cleaned up all the pots and the guys gathered around to talk about what to expect on this trip.
Because I came on this trip last year on some of these trails, go through a couple of puddles, go through some sugar sand and not get stuck, and if I do, it'll be an epic moment. My biggest expectation is to make it through the trail without getting stuck. My biggest worry is going through a deep mud puddle and getting water in the vehicle. I'm gonna feel excited and anxious to come back again.
I'm hoping to have a lot of fun, which is we already started. Food is good, you know, thanks to Anand, it's delicious. But I know we're gonna have a lot of fun, and that's what I expect. The expectation is that I get to like it, and I might get me a 4x4 later on and do this more often. My worries is that what do you call it? I think I don't have any worries, to tell you the truth. You know, I'm up for that, and you know, I like it a lot. I like to be outdoors, so I have no worries. I think I'm gonna feel really good. It's nice to be out there and to experience something like this on a trail.
I came on this trip because I had a blast last year, and I wanted to experience a good ride with my truck now that I have 4-wheel drive, and make fun of Chris. I mean, just make it simple with his taco. No, I came to hang out, a great group of people. I do appreciate you guys inviting me on this trip and letting me come, because it was amazing, and everyone has their specific roles, and it's awesome. It's really fun. It's something everyone should do with friends, once in a lifetime, and we're lucky to do it. This is my 2nd year. Good ride, a lot of mud. Last year was kind of dry, so let's get some mud on this one. Biggest expectation would be going through the biggest mud and getting through it. And biggest worried is getting stuck in that one. I feel accomplished because I've been wanting to do this ride with the 4x4. So 30 years ago, growing up, I'd have a bunch of friends. We go ATV, 4x4, camping, and just a great memory growing up doing it, and so happy to get to do it again as an adult. Great rides, new adventures, trails, something different from South Florida. I love South Florida, but some different scenery. Biggest expectation, just looking for some great trails, but breaking down. We know some issues that you know, could happen, but getting through those hopefully. Planning for next year, just happy, emotional, and just waiting to do it again.
Came last year and it was a blast. So I'm hoping this year we have even a better time and get to see some new things. Might motivate me a little more to get a rig. New terrains. Somebody gets stuck again. We all got 4x4s, well, yeah, all of us. And see if we could recover someone this year. Get over to the West Coast so we could fish. I think I might be a little bit exhausted, but super excited that we accomplished this.
Well, last year we came on a trip. We did some nice little trails, met some new friends. We all had a good time, and it was interesting. So I decided to venture out again. This time we're going to a different trail, which is nice. We go to in a ditch and we can't come out in a deep hole and we gotta swim out. Exhausted, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be worth it.
Came on this trip to have fun with the boys. What I'm hoping to happen is continue to have fun. I'm hoping not to happen is break something. Water crossing. It's got me nervous. Got the snorkel on there, but I don't want to go in too deep. Excitement, for sure.
The guys were all excited about going on the trail and couldn't wait for the next day. So since Ocala National Forest is just across the street, and there's tons of trails to explore, we decided to do a pre-check on our rigs and head out for some adventure.
So, while he didn't grab it in time.
In less than 5 minutes, we found ourselves a trail. We rode this dirt road for a few minutes until we came up to a huge mud pit.
We can do this.
Daryl decided that he wanted to take it on, so he did, and it didn't go too well at all. He ended up getting stuck, and his truck got really messy.
Let's see what he can do. Let's see capability. No, I know.
If you can, just straighten it up, straighten it up.
After some attempts with Johnny JK trying to winch him out, it did not work, so we decided to add another winch. So I pulled up my 4Runner, and together we were able to pull him out of the mud pit. After Daryl got pulled out, well, I didn't learn a lesson from him. I myself got myself stuck, and Johnny pulled me out. After getting pulled out, I decided to take a safe path. So I went to the left side and found myself a nice line.
All solid.
Got myself across. After I made it across, Chris followed suit, and he also made it across.
Yep, we went through.
After we made it across, we were on the go again. Here we go again. We hit some sugar sand. I tried to do something adventurous, got myself stuck.
That is insane. Look at this thing. All right, you're gonna push? Yeah, I put bump stops in this and it didn't even work. Oh!
Oh, you never saw it?
With a little help from the guys, I was finally out. After that, it was time to go back to the campsite and rest up for the next day. The next morning, some of the guys took their rigs to the local car wash and to clean off all the dirt. Daryl looks so small on top of his truck. Reminds me of the Oompa Loompas at the chocolate factory. Back at the campsite, the guys were having breakfast. Joe got us some doubles from Joy's roti shop. We used the pots to heat it up. It was our outdoor microwave.
Daryl getting stuck. He called it, it happened, and the effort we put into getting it out. Night driving, what makes that exciting is that you can only see so far ahead of you. You can't really know what to expect. So it's different from that daytime because you can see far ahead. At night, it's just there's a little more adrenaline.
Stuck getting out, actually getting out. Yeah. Night driving was fun. We all had lights and so we could see. It was pretty good. Don't mind it at all. Watching this big white whale do a big belly flop into a big old mud pit. Different. Awesome. That was really cool. You didn't know what was coming up. You'd come over a little hill, not knowing if it was a drop off, a puddle, but it was real cool.
So it was an experience to go on the trail at nighttime. So it's excited, and seeing the Daryl's truck getting stuck in the moat, it was pretty exciting. So so we're gonna do the day driving today, and then at that time we'll compare. But it was awesome last night. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Got stuck. Four-wheel didn't work good, but you know, we survived. Yeah. We got 2 inches to pull us out. I mean, we had enough lights, so it was pretty visible. So I think we were okay.
Daryl getting stuck. Second in line, Fuji almost flipping his truck. Oh, it was definitely a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun having the unknowns out there.
Daryl getting stuck, taking 2 vehicles to pull him out. 3, actually. Oh, a ton of fun.
Breakfast is over and the guys are ready to go. So everybody started packing up to hit the road. It's going to be an amazing time.
No.
was a beautiful day, and the tires finally met the dirt.
No trespassing sign.
Here we have our first challenge for the day. The trail ran into a private property, and we had to back out.
Back up, guys. Gotta back it out. No way to turn around up there, huh?
GPS saying I'm like I'm not on the trail, but there's a way to get back on.
Tried several trails to get back on route, but every single one that we tried led to a private property. So we decided to go back to the main road and go around so that we could enter the trail further up.
The main road.
Back on a bicycle trail, huh?
We finally made it back on the trail. The trail was tight, narrow, and all you can hear is the branches scraping the side of your rig. We are on the trail, and as you can see, it was a beautiful day. We were looking for challenges, something to test the rigs out, something to experience, something that'll create memories that'll last forever, things that we can talk about over the campfire. The trail was getting tight and the branch was hanging low. We were concerned about if the vehicles were fit and make it all the way.
Very tight.
We eventually got to a point where the branches were too low and we had to stop and do something about it.
Just like Johnny's mom 30 years ago. If you look on the map to the right, it's Lake Malikakaho.
Everyone got out of their rigs and walked over and assessed the situation and dealt with it.
Hooch,
What?
got another battery?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's F.A.T.
Is that?
Yeah, I think
Is it on? Jeez, buddy. You're real good, buddy. You do that with one hand. Yeah.
It could raise up once you release some weight from it.
Man, you guys get to do some community service here.
Once we were done performing the rig, at this point it was after lunch and we were on time lunch. We left the campsite late. We ran into some private properties, which put us off. Of course, goal is to hit the west coast and find a campsite, but we're still so far away from it. On the way, we found a section on the trail that had sugar sand, so we stopped and decided we wanted to play a little bit, give the rigs a little test and kick up some dirt. After we're done with it, we're off again, trying to make it to the west coast. We have now made it to Richland Wildlife Management Area, which is a part of the Withlacoochee State Forest. There are a few mud puddles the guys can have fun with. and lots of sugar sand and a lot of tight trails. Finally, after all the sand and tight trails, we got a mud hole that we can enjoy. Joe decides that he's going to take Omar's rig through the mud puddle and realizes quickly that he needs to be in four-wheel drive. It's a learning lesson for him.
Yeah. That's my baby.
It was getting late and the sun was going down. Half the team left. They went to go find a campsite. Dispersed camping was out of the question now. It was too late to find a spot. Johnny, Omar, and myself, we continued on. This was another trail that was tight with low-hanging branches. It was getting dark and we came up to another section on the road where the branches were too low. We had to stop again, assess. Since we were in a state forest, we were not able to use the chainsaw, so we had to pull out the machetes. I was surprised to know that we had 3 machetes. Who would have ever thought? Everyone carried one. We had 3 vehicles, 3 machetes. Johnny comes around. He has a machete in his hand also. He's eager to use it. He just can't decide which one he wants to cut. He took a couple swings and I think that made him very happy. He felt like he contributed, but I think he's had enough. The path is clear and it's time to go. We continued on, not knowing what lies up ahead. And again, it was getting dark, and the darker it got, the more spooky it seemed. It almost felt surreal. I felt like I was in a movie. Within no time, we came up to this huge mud hole. Even though there was no water, the mud was pretty soft, and the tracks were deep. I thought I was going to get stuck. I really wanted to see the rig handle this. It was in four-wheel drive with the lockers on. As I neared the end of the mud hole, my vehicle slipped deeper into the track. I thought I would have been stuck. Unfortunately, I made it out. Omar followed behind, and unfortunately, he didn't make it all the way through. Luckily, Johnny was behind him and was ready with his winch.
Did you feel it on your bottom out?
Yeah. Not even in neutral. It's fed.
Omar was recovered and he took the bypass. Johnny decided that he will take his Jeep through. Sure enough, it did well.
Tree stump in the middle of the blasted road, boy.
It started to get dark in the forest, and as I mentioned earlier, the last thing we wanted to happen was getting stuck in the forest at night. There was no cell service, and we couldn't contact our friends. We needed to get out so we can get to the campsite.
Got more mud.
Found more mud, and we just was not willing to go through it, so we took the bypass.
I don't know if I want to take on this challenge yet. Then I'm gonna choose left instead of straight or right.
Johnny, full set. Hell no, that thing looks like a swamp that no one wants to go in. Look at it, you'll see.
We were almost near the exit, and we couldn't wait to get out. Finally, we made it to the campsite.
And you didn't even tell me to press phone.
This campsite is Hog Island Campsite. We can't wait to get back to the camp and talk about our day.
Good, really good. Happy. Today, excited. Finding a campsite at the end. Hoping for a little bit more mud, more water. It turned out to be a really dry, good ride, a lot of dust. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it would be that. I was thinking we were going through some really deep water, and we didn't go through any deep water. Getting through the trail, hanging out, that's always a success. Everyone hanging out, no breakdowns. Everyone was good. Chris, 100%. Yeah, I don't understand what he says half the time. It's just weird. He's just, I don't know. Next time we might not bring him. I'm not sure.
Oh, Johnny, you still living in the trailer?
Does he always act like he knows everything?
He knows it. We all knows it.
All right. Let me sit up for that. Oh. Somebody want to hit it. Somebody didn't get a hit it today. Everybody get together and had a good time on the ride. Sit down, have dinner. Good company, good friends, good family. You know, enjoyment. Spending time and then everybody expressing themselves. Everybody come together and everybody, you know, collaborated to make the day go well. At the end of the day, we took too long to try to locate a spot for this afternoon. At least have a discussion about it early so that we can be more prepared and find a spot most likely which would be suitable for everybody.
It's to drive it on the trip, to see if the rig that I put together can make it on the trail. I think it performed well. Considering what the truck is, it did exceptionally well in some of the mud pits it went through, just on the trails in general. I'm really happy with it. I put spacers on the wheels, bigger tires. I changed the upper and lower control arms, engine mount, tranny mount, center bearing, changed fluids. I got that bitch ready. Going through some of the tight parts of the trail where you're getting the pinstripes. I wish I didn't have to do that, but I signed up for it. I say the mud holes. I was prepared for that. I built the truck so I can handle some puddles or some, deep water. I didn't get any of it. But for what it did today, I'm still very proud of it. It's finding it, because where you are in this part of Florida, it's not always easy to find a campsite. Google doesn't always tell you everything.
I'm tired. It's a great day, but I'm tired. Oh, well, I drove the Pathfinder, went through some trails, some tight ones. We cut down a tree. We got stuck. I got stuck. And then Johnny pulled me out, and I got stuck again. I forgot I was in two-wheel drive and got stuck. It got dark, and I was trying to find a campsite. And then we lost Chris because it got dark.
I'm probably done right now. Oh my God.
Gently warm Josh up to the crew.
Wait till we get to these fuckers. Wait till we get to those fuckers.
Listening out for the radio, just keeping an eye out on nothing, because he got the pinstripes. Didn't matter. Passing potato chips and beer. You can see past it. We took some trails that we did not know what to expect, and we were at a point where it's either we try to find a way to turn around, or we push through, and we pushed through, and we saw what these vehicles can really do.
Stopping while we're doing the trail and talk and drink some beer and having a good time. So first, when I was thinking on the trail, I thought it was gonna be just pure trail all the way to the final destination, but I learned that it just you're doing some roads, and then you get trails and get back to the road and things like that. So that was new for me. Biggest struggle, I think, is trying to hit the destination, trying to get to the spot that we wanted it to be at a certain time to be able to achieve the final goal. I think the time in the morning, I think we left kind of late. Should I leave a little early, but I understand, the night before we kind of went to sleep late. So time was not having the time. Yes, we had some challenges where some of the trails were closed, and another one were leading onto a area where we couldn't trespass and things like that. I think it was a success to be able to spend time and having a good time, drink beers and relax. Trip is spending some time away from the craziness and out here and getting to meet new friends and having a good time.
Back with family, you know. Just watching everybody try out things with their rides that they're not used to. So I'm not big on mud, but I like watching Daryl get stuck. Making sure it keeps running. under always you know, a project, something else to be done, you know. I didn't like that it wasn't scratching my car as much as scratching Daryl's, but no, I like the height trail. That was pretty cool. I couldn't believe we were squeezing through some narrow stuff that, you know, I said to myself, like, this is, you know, like a walking path. Yeah, Chris. Definitely Chris. The lack of performance from his vehicle. I can't even. But yeah. Just being here all together, just a big group doing what we love. This is the best thing we could ever accomplish, you know, just getting here all together as one big group. A lot of struggles for a few of us here or there getting here, and we're all here. So, for the most part. Sorry, have fun.
Darupele. Salud. Sweet, sweet panchamrit. Interesting. It was very interesting. I was like, damn it. Thought about it, I was like, yeah, he said sentence, not a word. I'm pretty happy with the performance of it so far. Wish I was able to get a little bit more done to it, but overall, I am happy with it doing so much. Probably the mud pit. Going through the little mud pits and stuff like that, I was actually impressed until Joe got it stuck. I think my ground clearance right now is a bit of the issue. Where I can't go some of the deeper areas and stuff like that, and the independent suspension, it's just not really all there for it, but it's doing it. Biggest success was probably going to the last set of trails. That was really, really tough, and you know, you had a good pilot behind the wheel. Thank you, Joe. It was wild. It was definitely wild with some very deep ruts, and the water that was in it, yeah, it was unknown, whatever was in there. So I'm glad we avoided what we did and what we did, you know, the path that we did take.
If you like this video, look out for part 2. It's action-packed.